So one thing about being creative is that there's lots of hobbies to choose from. Obviously, I'm stood in my art studio as an artist. However, what's in front of me right now doesn't correlate to that at all. All of this is my hobby. You've got everything from cross stitch to crochet to knitting to sewing to embroidery, toy making. I started quilting. I've started weaving. And it's all here. And there's quite a bit of it. So with the big studio move that I am doing, it's not really a move, but it's definitely a big change. I want to be able to fit this in here because collecting materials and using them are definitely two different hobbies. I found that with my artwork, as I explained last time we were talking about my studio move, that I now have a collection of items that I want to be able to use in my work and have a play with. And that's the same with this. I've managed to collect in front of me 6 hoops, and these aren't even on projects. I probably have a few more somewhere. I've got a box of leftover yarn. I have at least 2 boxes and 3 bags of other stuffing, so much embroidery thread, and an insane number of cross stitches that my children might inherit. So my main aim today is to get through this lot, to give it a new home and hopefully not necessarily condense it down, but to make it make sense. So let's get started. Hi, my name's Charlotte and welcome to my big studio reset. I've had an idea. So some of my projects, don't even know what they are in this form, in terms of they are just hanging around, having fun, and like sometimes I get lost as to what project is involved with what wool. So I'm gonna go get some bags, some fabric bags like I've got here, because we have so many, and it means that I can put the project of the wool together. And for example, I have a book here. I think I've got 2 projects that I want to do in this. So it means, where's the other one? Because I'm gonna create 2 scarves from here. It's like, look at that. It's gorgeous. You can see it on the front cover. It's a different wool to this one, but it means that I can be like, right, okay, I am ready for this project now, and I don't have to go searching for all the elements. So that will go together with those, and I can be like, right, yeah, these are 2 separate projects, but they both relate to this book. I feel like this is a genius move. So I have to admit that my back hurts a bit, but we have the craft section. I'm not sure about how I've laid it out because I've put my projects that need to be done closest to where I sit, which might guilt trip me into doing some. Who knows? But I think I counted at last count about 15, and I know I've got a couple through in the main house, so oops. Yeah, that'll be interesting. But a couple of them I haven't started yet, so current ones in progress, still probably about 15. You can see that my hair's a little bit wild. I am very warm. My back hurts. However, I am really pushing to get this almost finished because I've got a couple of hours just under a couple of hours, more like an hour and a half with faffing around time before I head out for the evening. But it just means that we're done, we're settled, we don't have to think about it. I don't know if I want to go and get more like of the boxes, as I don't have all my smaller do I have all my smaller oh yeah, they are there. That's the kind of afternoon I'm having. I feel like I've just sorted through so much now. I think I have a vague plan of what I want to do. I want to keep it nice and neat and light and just, rather than just boxes of stuff everywhere. But I want things like my sketchbooks and my day-to-day bits quite easily accessible. So I'm going to see what it's like to put some of this away, and hopefully clear myself some space so that I can actually do some stuff. I have a feeling there'll be a little bit of clearing or a little bit of sorting through later months, but to get the core of it in, I think I just need to get it done. Get things sorted, cleared out the way. So here goes. I am so proud of how much I've achieved today. It's not completely finished. The dog has taken back his chair yet again. However, as you can see, the majority of the unit is full. I've just got like a handful of things to put back. My sketchbooks are on display. Kind of everything else is almost tucked away, which is quite nice, but I know where everything is. I might do a couple of labels. I haven't figured it out yet, but it depends on how quickly I adapt to the space. I haven't sorted out my desk either, and that's quite a key component. The main section left is like the stationery. I've got a variety of items here, but I do have 2 boxes left over right at the bottom where like my ad hoc stationery can go, as well as 3 drawers in the drawer unit next to my desk. So it's still a little bit chaos. It's chaos just outside of my studio, but it's come together really, really well. So just to give you a little visual, this is everything that I'm gonna be getting rid of from the studio, except from the canvases there and the canvases in the corner just there. And obviously the dog toy isn't going, but this is storage and bags for other places. That's all bin, and then that's all to sort for other people. All of this under here is my it's my old packaging, and I used to sell mugs and notebooks and things, so that's under there. I've got a couple of bits, including another dog toy, on the floor here. And as I say, I have yet to sort out the desk. However, that is staying on the desk as well as that. And these are to sort out. And I always have a candle burning while I'm working. I've yet to figure out what I'm going to do with these 2. However, I have a lovely space there, and I still have space in front of the canvases. So the rest of my large canvases is going to sit here where this one is, and this is just big enough for a 1 meter canvas, which is my biggest. So I have about 3 of those in total, along with a few circle canvases, and then some slightly smaller that do not fit on top there. And of course the unit itself, so I have all my smaller canvases, my knickknacks, my small sketchbooks, big sketchbooks, and then materials for reading and a few colouring books back there. There's some artwork in there that I might go through with you at some point soon, but that's for another day. In here, this is where my odd bits and bobs are for my materials, as well as a lot of paper, packing materials, framed artwork, and small canvases that are prepped and painted. I've got my own paperwork down here, some old sculptures that I just can't get rid of at the moment, and then my 2 free boxes. This is now all full of pens and pencils, with my 2 gorgeous big sets ready to be set aside to be put somewhere special. So I have these 3 boxes to go through. They are all like my admin-y bits, more notebooks rather than sketchbooks, and so those will hopefully fit into these 3 drawers. So overall, I am probably 90% of the way there. There's going to be a lot of like last minute picky bits, just because of those large canvases to fit in, and I also have a couple of portfolios. However, this plant is super happy in here, so this makes me happy, and I might put another plant across just because we have so many in the house. However, Oscar and I would bid you adieu, and we hope you have a good rest of your day, and we shall see you soon.